Hello, everyone. I think we're live. I think we're doing it. Oh, look at you. You've got the statement all over. You should be wearing your t-shirt too, Mike.
I got t-shirts, I got hats, I got it all, man.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our new day and time. But Mike and I are so excited to be here joining you all again for another Quit Sugar Summit Live. As you will notice, we're doing it Tuesdays now because we're also going to be coming to you weekly. So we're getting so excited. And actually, the whole show today is going to be about sharing some really exciting news with you and officially announcing when the upcoming Quit Sugar Summit is going to take place. So you can all mark your calendars, get registered, and we're getting close. It's happening next month. Okay, we're gonna let you sit on the edge of your seats for a little bit, but we're just beyond excited to share this with all of you. And today's going to be an exciting announcement day, and we can't wait to continue to come to you every week and share little teasers of what you can expect at the event, as well as kind of what's going on in our lives. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm well. How you doing? I've been busy with interviews and getting everybody in. It's we do all the work now before Christmas, and then we're ready to rock and roll in January. So
yeah. Maybe we can have some rest over Christmas ourselves, right?
that one day, right? Exactly.
Yeah. It's been an interesting week for me, actually. Personally, I love sharing, with all of you openly. This week, actually, last week, my mom had surgery, so it's been an interesting, also an interesting chance for me to reflect on. I mean, we obviously talk a lot about sugar, and for those of you who have heard my story before, that's a big motivation for me, looking at my genetic lineage and my heritage, and even seeing my mom now, with the struggles in her health and what she's dealing with because of the way she's eaten, because of her sugar addiction, because of all of this. So it's just refiring me up, to obviously live, a sugar moderate lifestyle and to continue, eating whole real foods and look after myself. But it's been an interesting week. Her surgery went great. Everybody wondering, she's all good. She's recovering. I'm actually moving in tonight because it's my shift to cook and clean for her while she sits and rests. So that's my plans the next couple of days, and I'm grateful to be able to do that for her, and obviously pump her full of amazing food and nutrients, which I'm grateful for, because God knows if I wasn't there, she probably wouldn't be eating much of anything good. So happy to go help her heal. I mean, the healing power of food is just incredible, especially post surgery or anything, or when you're sick, those sorts of things. So yeah, big stuff. But I'm excited to share some news today.
I'm ready, man. I just can't even, contain myself. I was up at 6:00 in the morning today interviewing Dr. Timothy Noakes, who's the most amazing guy you've ever heard of. Dr. Noakes' story is just unbelievable. He was literally he wrote the book on running called The Lore of Running. He was a very, very famous runner. And all it talked about was carb loading for 23 years or something. And then at 60, he got diabetes, changed the whole thing, stopped using the carbs, and then the government went after his license for trying to tell people to stop doing the carbs, And there's actually a book written about that. And then he wrote The Lore of Nutrition. I mean, amazing stuff. And this week we interviewed Dr. Michael Gorin, who's brand new with a book called Sugar Proof. And we did a live, remember?
We did. Yeah, the last live we did here.
And his interview is great. And who else? We have the Australian Man of the Year, Danny. The guy is like literally the man of the year for the whole country. He's an ophthalmologist who has a nonprofit, and basically he's done with this, people losing their eyesight from diabetes. And he used an entire year, his entire platform to help inform people about the sugar stuff. So it's just amazing folks that are coming in. One thing I was thinking when you were talking, Danny, I was like, we've never done this, and I'm going to try it. I haven't even told you, and you might freak out, but I don't care. I think it's time. I think what we need to do is we need to ask the folks if there's anybody they want to hear that we don't have.
Oh, awesome idea.
Yeah, maybe somebody that has a big following on Instagram or big following on Facebook or something like that. Someone that you don't get to hear very often, right? Because we've had a little luck because of, having a real who's who in getting folks to jump on and talk with us for a little bit. And so if there's someone that you want to hear on the summit, we have a little time left. Please just put it in the comments and we'll see if we can get them for you.
Yeah, love that idea. I just typed it out in a banner here so we can see, like, who do you want on the next Sugar Summit?
Danny's the tech wizard. I wouldn't know how to type
Apparently.
that.
Yeah, we give you a 1-hour tutorial. You still can figure it out. Eh?
I know how to turn on Zoom so I can talk to them.
Hey, that's a good start. That's a good start. Yeah, a lot of you might not know that, Mike and I do. I mean, obviously, and we've got a team. We've got Dave, of course, who never wants to come on video, but big shout out to Dave. He does a lot in the back end. And we, it's been a couple months, that we've been prepping for this, and we've still got another month or so. We're going to share the date with you guys in just a minute. But we do, we do all the interviews. So between Mike and I, we've been having so much fun. I've had some incredible interviews myself with, Craig Emmerich. He was a big hit last year. Him and his wife Maria really were the kind of at the start of the whole keto movement.
Yeah, they were.
I just had an amazing chat last week with Andrea Grayson, who's a brand new speaker on our summit this year. She had some really eye-opening sort of framework around sugar addiction that I think is going to be really interesting for a lot of people to hear from. So, and this week I've got, how I was just telling with you before, I think I've got 4 or 5 interviews this week too, which
it's a real, I always thought when I was young, I'm going to give my age away, but Johnny Carson was the thing, and then it was Leno and Letterman and that kind of stuff. You guys will never remember this, but Tom Snyder, if you remember, put him in the chat. Tom Snyder, Phil Donahue, who married that girl, Marlo Thomas. And I always loved the talk show person. I always liked the interviewer person. I mean, I love the interviews, but this is really to combine that, like literally the internet has given us this opportunity here to literally just turn on Zoom. I mean, all the late night shows now are Kimball and all those guys, Fallon, they're all on a show like this because they're interviewing from their house to the celebrity's house, right? Yeah. And so we have the opportunity, and this is what I'm asking you guys, is share this with your friends, okay? This medium, this internet has allowed us to tap into, I mean, if you guys do your part, and I'm really asking this, if this is something you believe in, to share the summit information, the links, to share the summit, this link here on your Facebook or wherever it shows, and look, get it out to folks, because we can reach 1 million people this year and we plan on it. So if that's something that you really want to do, if you want to help, if you kind of join the thing and it's feeling a little lonely out there because, not everybody's on the get off sugar kick. They don't want to hear about it. it if you're trying it. So please, if you're interested in making this thing a little bit bigger, help us reach 1 million people.
Look at me in the background typing all the things.
We got cheerleaders. We have our own Dallas cheerleaders right here on the screen. See?
I don't know. I can't do it. I can't dance. I can dance.
You're doing pretty good. Better than me.
Thank you for asking that, Mike, and for everyone watching. It really is, such a group effort in really getting the word out and spreading, this message and impacting people's lives. I mean, Mike and I've seen it. I was so grateful to see it my first time last year being involved in the Quit Sugar Summit, and to see all of the life-changing, instances and moments and epiphanies that people have, and then the after effects of it. I mean, Mike and I are still in contact with people who, really changed their whole life after the Quit Sugar Summit last year, and 100%. Are just totally rocking it. And we're actually going to bring some of them in this year, which will be a lot of fun to share with all of you. So stay tuned for that. It's
exciting. I mean, literally all the testimonials we get are like, I found you on the Quit Sugar Summit. I found you on the Quit Sugar Summit. That's how they stumble upon it. And then they listen to all these people and they're like, wow, maybe I should take a look at that.
Yeah, right. Maybe. Something that I think a lot of people might be wondering, and because I wondered this before I joined the team and this amazing event, is like, well, how can you have the same speakers come on, year after year? And are they not just sharing the same thing? Are they not just sharing the same story? And I just wanted to touch on that because we do have a lot of the same speakers as last year. We have a ton of new speakers coming to you. So even if you watch last year's, just keep in mind, I mean, the world we live in right now is both in science and in every area, right, is changing so dramatically that every year we have new information, we have new, new viewpoints, new tools, new techniques to use. And some of our speakers that, I mean, Mike can probably attest to this, being, obviously the founder of this 6 years ago, the same speaker can have such a dramatic difference in message or in what they're sharing year after year, because we're all continuing to learn. I know myself, I've learned so much this year. I think we all have, those of us who are willing to kind of take on the coronavirus as a chance to learn about ourselves.
Yeah.
I've learned so much this year, and I can't wait to share some new messaging with all of you compared to what I shared on last year's summit. So don't, if you're looking at the list of speakers this year, which we'll share with you soon, don't be turned off by the fact that, I've heard them last year, because I guarantee you're going to hear something dramatically different this year from each of them. So it's a fresh new,
You're 100% right. I mean, literally since we started the summit, Dr. Lustig's The Bitter Truth About Sugar has gone from 1 or 2 million to over 11 million views. Wow. I mean, in the last 5 years, the explosion of the science of sugar and the body, sugar and the brain, just by accident last year and this year, and we really didn't plan it as a theme. People are talking about mental health and sugar. Now, 3 or 4 years ago, that was not, they were talking about glucose and the body and diabetes and all that kind of stuff, but they weren't talking about Alzheimer's and muscular or the seizures and that kind of stuff, the healing for epilepsy, because I mean, there was just so much. Now there's so much brain science work or every single day. If you watch this channel here, the Quit Sugar Summit Challenge, you can see the brain science stuff that we publish all the time, where it just keeps coming out. I mean, peer-reviewed papers day in and day out, new stuff. So look, it's exploded in the last 5 years, and it really is getting exciting. And you're right, 100%, Danny. Everybody's message now, and Dr. Lustig is coming out with a new book about metabolics called Metabolical. I mean, that's what a great name. Yeah, right. And so, I mean, it's just brand new stuff. So, that's why we have these experts on, because, they are deep in the science.
Wow. Yeah. All right, Mike, should we do it? Should we officially announce what's going on here? Everybody's sitting on the edge of their seats. Here, I've got another banner for that. You guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to find out? We are finally ready to share with you. Obviously, we've been working a lot behind the scenes in terms of when are we going to actually run this thing live? When can you guys mark your calendars and really just start getting excited? We know the holiday season in December is always kind of a blur for a lot of people, and we come out of the gate in January, really remotivated and excited to finally make a change and to find a solution that works for our bodies. So this year we have decided to come to you in January. Mike, do you want to share the actual date?
Nope, it's all you, Danny.
Oh, it's all me. Okay. Oh, I had it written and it's gone. I had it written. So, okay, I ruined that. We are coming to you officially. Mark your calendars right now, January 11th through 17th, 2021. We're going to be here to help you start your year off with a bang. Woo! Okay, I gotta type this on the screen now. I should have had this all prepared, right?
January 11th, folks. Mark your calendar. An entire week. You'll never get through all these. It'll be your full-time job.
There we go.
6, 7, probably 8, maybe even 8 speakers a day.
Yeah. And you can pick and choose. Obviously, if this is your if your first summit, that's good to know, right? If this is your first summit, this is a free event for the week from January 11th to 17th. There will be an option for you to upgrade if you want to own the videos for life, which actually most of our viewers do. I know last year they definitely did, because you can keep, every time you watch something, you get so much more out of it. So we're so excited to officially we're making it official, which is scary. We've been sitting on this for a couple of weeks, keeping you guys on the edge of your seats, very much on purpose.
Right.
Who's excited? We can see a couple of you watching live, and those of you watching the replay, let us know in the comments. Are you excited? Are you going to mark your calendars? Are you going to block off that week as much as you can and book in some good time every day to follow along and to watch the viewers of the day? Let us know in the comments.
Let us know.
So exciting. So exciting. And what you need to do right now, okay, obviously mark your calendar, block it off, pretend you're just going away, tell everybody you're gone on vacation.
Pretend this is your job, because it will be 8 hours a day, 7 straight days, 6 straight days, whatever.
Yeah.
And if this is something, look, how many New Year's resolutions have you made? How many years in a row have you said, I think I might be able to quit the white stuff? Every diet you've ever read, quit the white stuff. Every diet, this is the real way to do it, to understand at a deep level, to see that there's a tribe of people, a tribe of educators, a tribe of influencers, a tribe of chefs that are all living this way and living in right-sized bodies and enjoying life. If this is something you've had interest in, plug into that event. It will change your life.
Absolutely. And, it's one of those things that we've, for years, actually wanted to take advantage of. There's such an interesting mindset for all of us in January, right? With the New Year's resolutions and there's this motivation that we just inherently feel with a new, fresh start, a new year. And I know I'm not the only one feeling like, all right, 2020, I'm done with 2020. Like, I'm so done with 2020.
Get that behind us.
Goodbye. Right. And to just start fresh. And we really wanted to be there in that time frame where you're feeling that motivation, you're feeling inspired, and really bring you, right, the powerful tools and knowledge and deep understanding of what's going on for you, so you can make this last. Like, we do not want you to let another January go by where, what's the average? I think after 3 weeks, everybody, 90% of people forget are totally off their New Year's resolution. So we don't want that to be you. And very much on purpose, we said we have to do this in January this year, because that is the time when you all need this the most. So we're so beyond excited. And right now, what you're going to do, obviously mark your calendar. I'm going to throw this in the comments as well. Go to quitsugarsummit.com and you can, and I'll put this in the comments as well, but you can get registered right now. There's a box right at the top of the page where you can register. So you'll be on the list and you'll get all the updates and emails as we get going. I'm going to put this here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go over there to check it out. The brand new website will be up the next day or so, but you can opt in. You can see all the past speakers. You can see, just put it to, I forgot to tell them I should tell them, right? Yeah, because it'll be up tomorrow.
Maybe, yeah.
For people of a certain age, you're going to like this more than others, but we have the famous Judy Collins, the famous folk singer.
Yes.
If you don't know her, ask your mom. She'll know.
Yeah.
Judy Collins is a really famous person in the world of rock music and folk music and songs. And she wrote a book called Cravings, because she was recovering. She had, she lived the 60s. She was actually partying in the 60s, drinking and drugging, and she got overwhelmed with sugar and flour and eating and stuff. And she wrote a book late in her life called Cravings. And it's just an awesome book. And she wants this to be part of her legacy. So if you're interested in hearing a true American icon talk about her struggles with food, with sugar, with, being addicted to sugar, she's really, I don't want to say against sugar, but, she's abstinent. She hasn't had sugar in, I think, 17 or 18 years, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been sober like 30 or 40, but she's, hasn't. So it's an amazing story that I know you guys will love. And like I said, if you liked her music, you'll like listening to Judy.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. Mike did that interview, so I haven't met Judy, but I'm so excited to hear her interview myself. Yeah. To hear from her. I know a little bit about her, but I was definitely born in the era after, but I know my mom's excited for that one for sure.
Exactly.
So Mike just made an important point. So obviously you can go to quitsugarsummit.com right now and register. The website is still last year. So don't be confused. We're literally, because we've just in the last week or two locked down a whole slew of new, powerful, incredible speakers. So we're having the website up in the next day or two. So keep coming back and check. But for now, don't wait to get your name on that list and registered, because that's the only way you're not going to miss any updates. Right. And obviously, mark your calendar at the same time. And as Mike mentioned at the beginning of this, to help us really reach that million people mark, beyond 1 million people, we need your help, and we need this to be spread. We need, you to share this with everybody that you think could benefit from it on social media, by email, call up your friends, tag them on this page or below this video, whatever is going to support. But, that's how this message really spreads, is all of us doing our part, and all of us, just sharing it with 3 people. And then that just, compounds, right. and we can really impact the world. Now we need more than ever, right? Focusing on our health and hoping people are waking up to that, right? And realizing that it's time to hear
a lot of us talking about, from us talking about sharing this event over the next 33 days, because we're going to reach that 1 million people mark. And what we need for you guys, if you really would, is to just hit the like button and hit the share button, just to one person. And here's I think people, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, but I think people feel a little weird that they're sending somebody something about sugar. But try and find a buddy, somebody that really is your true friend, somebody that would not judge you that you're trying to quit the sugar or whatever, and then send it to them. You know what I mean? Send so so that the 2 of you can do it together, okay? Yeah. And watch the event together, maybe trade speakers or whatever, because maybe you can buddy it. So one person watch one, so that you can say this one wasn't so good, and then you can watch the good one, like that. So look, send it to a friend, just a close friend. If you just do one, it would help us a lot.
I love it. I just had this image of 2 students in university. I never did this. Well, I would tell you if I did, but taking different classes and then switching each other.
Well,
switching notes,
I don't want to tell you the stories, but my sons are identical twins, and I can guarantee that stuff happened.
They've definitely done it then. They've definitely done that, right? Hey, whatever you need to make it work, to obviously soak in as much as you can. Obviously, you can tell we're beyond excited, and it feels so good to finally reveal the official dates with you all. And so you can mark your calendars now and get registered, because that's how you're going to be in the know. So, and as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, Mike and I are going to be coming here every week, every Tuesday at noon Pacific Standard Time. So depending on where in the world you are, we're going to be jumping in here live, talking about some of the new speakers, talking about life, what's going on with us, all the good stuff that really is a part of this journey, and we really want to be here to support. And I hope that you can feel that from us. We're here. We love your questions, your comments. So keep those coming down below in the comment section. And we're so grateful for all of you, who were here live and who are watching the replay. And we can't wait to see you on the summit.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, that's it. We're just we're so excited. I mean, I can't. We haven't really even gotten in, like Danny mentioned. We've brought on a whole bunch of new folks in the past weeks. So it's and we're keep reaching up a little bit. And I think we're saving. Let's put it this way. Well, I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm going to do it. We're saving a few people, even on the one that comes out tomorrow. We're going to save a couple of people. So make sure you get your name on the email list, and make sure that you'll see who are, and I think Judy Collins will be not quite so famous when you see what we've got coming. So
yeah, well, I hope Judy doesn't hear that.
No, I'm sorry, Judy.
Judy, we love you. We love you. Yes, yeah, definitely.
Of a certain age generation, put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in with us today, and we can't wait to see you again next week. And like I said, stay tuned, in the next 2 days. I'm excited. Actually, Dave is our mastermind behind the website. So he's having that up in the next day or two. So Mike and I are going to be just as surprised as you at how beautiful it looks and all the new additions that he's making to it. And obviously officially announcing the speakers that we've got coming in this year, which you're definitely going to love. Mike, we were just talking before this live as we wrap it up. How many speakers did we have confirmed so far?
37.
Yeah, I think it's more like 40. I was just counting too. Yeah, something.
We're going to have mid 40, maybe even 50. Last year I topped out at 49.50, I think was where we handed, and it looks like we're headed in that same direction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mike and I only have enough hours in the day, right, to do these interviews.
Think about it, gang. It's a full-time, like a full week of all you do all week is interview people. It's fun,
Yeah.
but it's, you know,
Yeah.
it's, you get to watch it as, you know, you can space it out a little, put it that way.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, everyone. Well, we'll see you again next week. Thanks again for being here live. And we can't wait to see you all at the live event, January 11th through 17th.
See you then, gang.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for watching.